Our first guest is on a mission to give kids comfort, confidence, and a better chance of staying in school by meeting a quiet but urgent need. Clean underwear. And Texas-based Undies for Everyone founder Amy Weiss is here to tell us how we all can get in on the cause. Good morning to you.
Good morning and happy National Underwear Day.
Happy National Underwear Day. Okay, we are very timely here at GMT. We make sure that you come on the correct day.
Yes.
We were just talking right before this and you were telling me how you want it to be an entire week, which is so exciting, and you're working towards that as well.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's dive into it. Take us back to the beginning. What inspired you to really start Undies for Everyone?
It was really simple. A social worker told me, I was blogging at the time, and a social worker told me that kids weren't getting underwear and socks. It was at the end of the year. They were getting lots of toys, but they weren't getting what they needed to be, you know, in school and have confidence. So I wrote about it. A few years later, started it as a nonprofit, and here we are.
You know, it's funny because I think a lot of the times we talk about food insecurity or hunger insecurity, and we never discuss underwear insecurity. I think it's not widely known, right? And so you're almost putting it on the map in a sense. How does that feel?
It feels great, but there's 10 to 12 million kids living in the United States in poverty. So we know that those kids are getting a lot of resources in other places for clothing and backpacks and things like that, but we're the only ones in the country giving underwear as our specific mission.
So tell me, how has the nonprofit grown? Because you started this 13 years ago, which is so exciting. So you're coming up on a big anniversary here soon, but how has it grown? How have you seen it evolve?
Well, in 2012, I gave away 9,000 pair.
Wow.
By myself, worked until 2017, and we blew up with Hurricane Harvey, and this year we'll give away 1.8 million pair of underwear across the country.
My goodness. Okay, so we did a little research here too, because I want to make sure that everybody gets the numbers so they know how effective Amy truly is. 7 million pairs of undies to kids in crisis across 35 cities, is that right?
Yes.
My goodness. I mean, that's huge. Just the impact that you're truly having, and it coming and stemming from one person. I'm sure you have help nowadays, but just this starting from a blog and blossoming into something so much more important than I think we could have ever thought of in the beginning, right?
We have a fabulous staff.
Yes,
an incredible staff of really dedicated people, and it's small. There's only 7 of us.
But mighty.
Mighty.
Mighty
Small, but
indeed.
mighty.
Okay, so how do you guys go about doing the underwear donations? How are they distributed? Does Underwear for Everyone only serve children? And is it just in DFW?
So we only give to kids. I know it's Undies for Everyone, but the tagline should be, but not really. So we give to school kids. Our goal is to encourage kids to stay in school because they really want to be like everybody else. And they're only there for 2 things. They're there to learn academics and to learn how to be in social situations. But if they smell or they're not wearing underwear, then they can't do that. So
it's very distracting.
Right. So here in the DFW area, we're serving over 15,000 kids in 25, 26. And we'll serve 250,000 kids across the country.
I mean, when you put numbers on it, it really is truly astonishing because like I said before, it really just does not cross your mind that this is an insecurity, especially in our community, you know? And so the fact that you're laying it out there for us, tell us how we can help. How can we get involved and help you guys out?
Oh, we really appreciate cash because we buy over 1 million pair of underwear a year. So clearly we get a volume discount. You can host a drive. Go on our website, undiesforeveryone.org, and see how to get involved. And we also have a program for companies, businesses, and nonprofits. We send flat underwear. They roll them in their offices and give them to kids locally. So we can serve more kids in the area if companies contact us.
Yes, indeed. Okay, well, so good. Donations are helpful. Like you said, making sure that you're getting involved, going to the website. I think there's something to be said about getting involved when it comes to this organization. Do you have a special story at all that you could share that really touched you over the last 13 years?
So we heard from a partner. We don't follow any of our kids, but we heard from a partner that a 15-year-old boy, he received a bag of 7 pair of underwear. That's what we give. And he was so excited, he told the social worker that he's never had more than 2 pair of underwear in his whole life. So that for us is everything.
Huge. That's everything.
That represents really what is happening.
That is the whole point. That is the whole point.
That's why
and you
we're
have
here.
changed at least one person's life. I mean, we talked about 7 million children, but at least one person you've made a huge difference. So the impact that you have spread, I mean, it is just commendable. So Amy, thank you so much for being here this morning, for sharing your story, and for everything that you're doing for the children in our community. We really appreciate it.